It's a shame I've not done a video in a while. I mean, there's just no news, is there? There's just no Doctor Who news at all. There was that Blue Peter thing earlier, but I'm not going to do a video about that, am I? What? So, massive news coming out of Doctor Who today. I didn't think there would be any news for a little while. I thought it would probably run cold a little bit until maybe the summer kicks in and we get into the few final months before the 60th anniversary. But we actually have some news. And news which actually didn't need to be released because it's very hard for this kind of thing to leak. Since it's someone not involved in the filming but very much behind the scenes. And they have announced the new composer, or should I say the old composer. Murray Gold is returning to Doctor Who to compose again Doctor Who's complete soundtrack, which is exciting. I have differing opinions on this. I've only just found out. It was really funny how I found out. I was just like playing FIFA, chilling out on my Xbox, and then my mate from back home, who is probably one of the few people I know from like my hometown, obsessed with Doctor Who, like similar to me, and he called me just to let me know. And I was just like, no. And you know when someone tells you something you don't quite believe, you don't react to it properly because they're the source, you don't know. And then I just checked Twitter, saw it, and as soon as I saw it on Twitter, I did let out a little bit of a scream for about 5 seconds. Then I was like, okay, now I need to actually form an opinion on this because I'm going to need to record instantly. That was like 20 minutes ago. Now I am here. So, yeah, first of all, I think we need to go through the actual press release. So I'm on the website now. So here it says, Wardering composer Murray Gold returns to Doctor Who. And I think it's good to say, I don't think they mention it here, but Murray Gold does work with Russell Davies quite a bit. I'm pretty sure he worked with him on Years and Years. I don't think he worked with him on It's Sin, but I definitely worked with him on Years and Years. So he's collaborated with him since, and they do have a working relationship, and obviously they were on Doctor Who together for a while. And then Murray Gold stayed at Doctor Who throughout the whole Moffat years, so, you know, he's got previous with... And the thing is, because he was there for so long, unlike RTD, I didn't know if he'd come back. I didn't think he would, but clearly he is. But anyway, let's go through the statement. So, the composer's musical scores will appear when Doctor Who returns in November. Murray Gold originally joined Doctor Who and RTD, going on to compose the show for 12 years. He has scored some of the most iconic moments in Doctor Who's history. I'll get on with things I think about his music already, but yeah, from revamping the theme tune, which I've put as my favourite theme tune, I'll link that video up here, to creating the music for the Daleks and Cybermen, to name just a few. Murray has been widely celebrated for his role in forging a new musical identity for the show. I think it has to be said that the actual, you know, soundtrack, the importance of the soundtrack, you know, and the way it gets noticed definitely went up for the new era, and he has to be credited with that. And I also think Sagan, in his short time, did a good thing in not trying to replicate Murray, and he actually went for a more kind of somber, kind of quiet in the background kind of music. Like, it was more tonal. He was more letting the actors do the acting than kind of driving a scene with the music, which I like. Anyway, and now he's back. Murray Gold will once again work with the BBC National Orchestra of Wales, with his musical scores appearing when Doctor Who returns in November for 3 special episodes, celebrating the show's 60th anniversary, with David Tennant as the 14th Doctor, before Ncuti Gatwa takes control of the TARDIS as the 15th Doctor, with his first episode airing over the festive period. On returning to Doctor Who, Murray Gold says, "I'm so happy to be invited back for another joyful ride in the TARDIS. I didn't think twice. Working with Russell and his team is just a pleasure." And yeah, that is it. He is just back. And things, it's not just for the 60th, because they would have mentioned if it was just for the 60th, because, you know, then they say, with the first episode of Ncuti Gatwa over the festive period, he's just back, which means he's also in charge of making the new theme. And that excites me because he's made my favourite Doctor Who theme, so I now know it's in very good hands. And yeah, I'm excited. Expect bombastic, expect music, very emotional music which is going to drive scenes. The thing is, the power of his music, I like. He understands how music affects emotion and things. The issue is sometimes, I think, maybe it's not his fault, but sometimes the sound mixing in the RTD era wasn't great. Sometimes it really wasn't done too great. Sometimes, you know, I think in Series 1 and Series 2 it was way too loud. And the music was louder than the actors to a point. And then I think during the Matt Smith era, I Am the Doctor got played too much. Maybe that's his fault, maybe it's the people in sound mixing, and maybe it's the people high up who just like music and don't want to change it. But the stuff he's produced for Doctor Who has been great. Things like, I forget the music, but the one used, I think it's called Breaking the Wall or something like that, used for Heaven Sent. Brilliant music. Hanging on the Tablophone, something like that, which is the music used in The Stolen Earth. That's an absolute bop, and I listen to it a lot. You know, at the end of every year when Spotify come up and show you all your stats and everything, I forget what it's called, Spotify, whatever, but Murray Gold, I think, ended up like 3rd or 4th in my artists, which is pretty mental. Like, that's how much I was listening to Doctor Who soundtracks, mainly like Series 3, 4, and maybe a little bit of 5. The music like Vincent the Doctor, I always listen to a little bit as well. But yeah, it's so good, so iconic. The Doctor's theme, the way he did that theme, I will not stop mentioning it. The theme to Series 4 and the specials is perfect. It's the best Doctor Who theme ever. Let's see what he can do. But I can't help but feel, now, as good news as this is, it's very similar to the Russell news. The music is now in safe hands which have been proven before. I know it'll be good. But I can't help but feel, you know, robbed of maybe potential new music with a new person. I'd love him to do that. When I was talking to my mate, he said he kind of wants him to use the same Cyberman theme and the same, you know, maybe that would be the same Dalek theme. But no, for me, I want him to still do a new take on the Cyberman theme. Do a new take on it. Do a new take on this, because then, you know, what's the point in bringing him in? We might as well just play his soundtrack all over again. What's the point in bringing him to compose new things? I want him to have new ideas that come from the same place. Like, I want his music to still have the same effect that it did before, but with just new tracks and new ideas, and I want that. But I do trust him as a composer. I do like his music from Doctor Who. It's always gelled with me, and yeah, I like that. I remember I did a video, I think a year ago, where, you know, it was rumoured that maybe Blair Moat would be the new composer. I'm pretty sure he appeared on an episode of Who Knew, the Doctor Who podcast, which is a really good podcast. You should check that out. But he appeared on an episode of that, and it was kind of hinted at, and I thought that would really be really cool. He's done, I think, Torchwood on Big Finish, and he'd done Class as well. He was the main composer of Class, and I was excited maybe someone like that doing it, but behold, it's not. But let's wait and see. We've still got him back. I don't know if he'll do the long stint he did last time. You know, maybe, I don't know. Who knows? No one knows what's happening with this new era. How long Shooty's going to be in the role, all the stuff, and how long Russell's going to be here. These are now new questions, but now it's official. We pretty much have the old team back again. You know, we have David Tennant, we have Russell T Davies, we have Phil Collinson, and we have Murray Gold. It's 2008. No wonder there's a financial crash right now. But yeah, I do have some negatives, but overall it's positive, and I did have it let out a screech, which lets you know that I probably am pleased by this, and it is probably good news. But I completely understand why people would be against this, looking for new things. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, like it, please. That would really make me happy. Comment below what you think about this. You know, is it good, is it bad? And, you know, what do you think about my opinion? You know, do you understand where I'm coming from and all sorts? Ding the bell for notifications. Should be notified every single time I upload a video. Don't forget to also subscribe. If you're not subscribed yet, honestly, what the hell are you doing? You know, I mean, I say that, I don't know, my upload schedule's not doing great, but this is the Kickstarter. I'm going to upload a lot more now, because I need to upload this, like, instantly. Like, as soon as this is done, I need to edit it, boom, get it out, yeah. But anyway, hopefully you've had your fun. I've been the Bored Whovian, and Murray Gold is back. See you around.